Hi everyone, I'm Astro Coach Amy. Welcome to my show, The Divine GPS Navigator. Today we'll be talking about the full moon, and it occurs on October 5th at 12:40 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, when the moon will be in the water sign of Pisces, and the Sun and Mercury will be in the earth sign of Virgo. And this is when these energies are in direct opposition, so it's the highest energy of the month. And many times there are exciting things that come to fruition during this time as well. Now, with the full moon being in water and earth, the energies are a little bit more subtle this month, and there's a little bit more of an inner focus on your spirituality and creativity. And the question is, how can you balance that with your work, your service, and your health? The moon is connected to your feelings and your deep unconscious desires, but the sun is really connected to your spirit. And being in Virgo, of course, it's all about your health, your service, and your work, as we mentioned. So with that moon in Pisces, it's an opportunity to have a stronger spiritual connection and to enjoy some music, some creativity, and also some time of reflection. And one of the gifts for doing this may be some greater insights or even flashes of intuition you didn't expect, which might open up some new possibilities. Now, the questions with the sun being in Virgo is, are you overdoing it right now? Are you feeling stressed out because you're pushing too hard and feeling exhausted? Do you want to repress your emotions and work harder because of all this sensitive energy out there right now? So, as I mentioned, this is a really important time to rejuvenate. Have some downtime. See if you can go to a nearby source of water in your location and really tune in with nature, since that is one of the most powerful ways to enjoy this full moon energy. Now, this month, Pluto is in very close proximity to both the Sun and Moon and Mercury, and it's the planet that wants us to transform our limiting beliefs. It's in the fire sign of Sagittarius, and in astrology we say it's making what looks like a T. We call it a T-square, and although it represents a conflict, what it really means is we're being asked to integrate different energies, and it's just having to do that makes us become more flexible. Pluto is asking us to release our limiting beliefs we might have about our health, your work, your service, and also your own spirituality and your emotional life. Now, even a really small change in your attitude towards these areas may free you to welcome some new opportunities. Now, on the other hand, Mars and Venus are still in that very passionate fire sign of Leo, and they're making what we call a very harmonious aspect to Pluto in the fire sign of Sagittarius. And of course, they really still want us to express ourselves. There may be a deeper sense of wanting passion and love and a lot of acknowledgement. So one of the keys to this pattern is really practicing greater self-love, being able to express yourself even if no one else gets it or sees you, but this will really help bring your own joy to your daily life. Now, on the planet right now, we have what's called 4 fixed and 4 mutable planets, and only 2 in cardinal. So what this means in plain English is the fixed planets often represent those places where we might feel a bit a bit resistant or stuck in some of our mental or emotional thoughts or feelings. And the mutable planets are quite different. They're full of ideas. They also like us to analyze every single thing, think it through, and then come up with 3 different ideas. So because these 2 energies are so very different, the third one, which is often our solution, the cardinal planets aren't quite as strong. So it isn't as if we can rush ahead full speed. We have to go a little slower when it comes to taking action right now. That's why being able to do a little bit of this reflective time, being able to see if there's anything that immediately comes up that seems uncomfortable, that you can make just a small, subtle shift and look for small steps to take, may give you that feeling of moving forward. And as I've spoken before, we're down to the countdown of 30 days with Saturn in the water sign of Scorpio. And again, I want to invite you to clear out any old resentments you might have, no matter how you do it, by letter, by phone, in person, but in a spirit of love. And also, if you're in an intimate relationship and you feel you have some unmet needs and frustrations, it's really an important time to share that. As well as if there are financial concerns, this is a really important time to clear that out, whether it's in your business or in your personal life. And please see that by doing this wonderful work these next 30 days and completing this cycle, it will give you such a wonderful new opportunity as we welcome Saturn going into this new 2.5-year cycle on November 5th in the fire sign of Sag. There's going to be many positive changes. Now, my other question is, as many of you know, there have been so many unexpected natural disasters. There have been so many acts of violence that one of the things we can all do for ourselves personally as well as globally is to release any personal conflicts we have, any things that really even just came up today or yesterday, any fears we might have, or just anger over something that happened. And recognize if we can do this in a constructive manner and really begin to create some personal healing in our own life as well as in our community, that the next place is we can join hands. We can support people in other places who may be feeling frightened by all these changes. And as we open our hearts, the amount of healing that we can bring as the light gets so much stronger on the planet right now, and we know the dark, of course, is getting stronger too. So these personal acts of doing some inner work, a small amount each day, will make a tremendous contribution to opening things up, which are going towards a very bright place. But for a lot of people right now, it does feel difficult, and it may be very scary for some of them. So please remember on a regular basis to stay connected to your divine source, however you do that. Some people give light, some people like to meditate, other people have healing energy. These are all wonderful ways to not only stay connected, but to help others who may not feel that way. Perhaps you can share this wonderful energy with them and recognize that we really are in a very exciting time, but it's just hard to see the big picture right now. I encourage you all to celebrate those gifts in your life every day. Have that wonderful attitude of gratitude. And stay open this week. Who knows the miracles that may open up during the full moon. Thanks for joining me. I'm Astro Coach Amy. This is the Divine GPS Navigator. And please feel free to contact me at my website, astrocoachamy.com.